world, what the hell am I doing? And tonight, we're back with some spicy sports betting, and I got to get this one done real quick. It is 5 o'clock p.m. Saturday. The UFC prelims are going to be starting like an hour and a half, and I got to get this thing edited and uploaded. So I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm not going to fart around. We got to get to these picks right away, and we got to get this uploaded so you guys can at least get SD quality by 7:30 p.m. This is really pushing it. I was editing a video, though, so that's what took so long. And, yeah, it's going to be good. So it's not tomorrow's video, but make sure you tune in tomorrow because I've got a new abandoned video that's going to kick ass. So make sure you guys tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern to catch me for the premiere, and we'll watch that together. And then next week, make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern because I got a doozy for you. Next week's video is going to be a good one. It's epic. So make sure you tune in. Hit that like button. Leave some comments. I need more comments. If you watch this video, say something in the comments, please. And please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe because it helps the channel grow. And the more the channel grows, the more fun we're going to have, the more adventures we're going to go on. Okay, let's cut the crap. Let's get down to the fights. UFC 277. It starts in like an hour and a half. It's kind of a card. It's nothing too exciting. I almost didn't do this video today because I'm not really too excited. But then last second I thought, what kind of guy would I be if I didn't at least, make it a Super Saturday for my people. So, yeah, all my supporters, I have to do this for you because you guys, do so much for me by watching this channel and, helping things grow by hitting that like button. Do it. So, let's get into it. We got 3 fights that I'm going to pick tonight. We're making this a Super Saturday. We're going to start with Derrick Lewis versus Sergei Pavlovich. Wow, I just did that, didn't I? Yeah, Sergei Pavlovich. What can I say? Pavlovich, he's a new guy in the heavyweight scene, or a fairly new guy, I should say. It's kind of refreshing because the heavyweight division's a little stale. There's not much going on. But that being said, I'm not sure he's really top tier material. I guess tonight's fight will not really determine that either because I don't think Derrick Lewis is top tier material anymore. We've seen what he's capable of and we see what his limits are. But this fight is within those limits. At least it appears to be in many ways. So I think it's a good fight. I think Derrick Lewis needs a win. And I think this is a guy that, if he can beat him, it looks good. And, the flip side of this is Sergei has a huge chance to really look good too. Because if he can have a good fight against a guy like Derrick Lewis, no matter how Derrick Lewis has looked lately, Derrick Lewis still has a name. So if he can have a good fight against Derrick Lewis and put Derrick Lewis away, all of a sudden Sergei Pavlovich is in the talk for, maybe getting a shot against a bigger name, or maybe even that number 1 shot. You never know, or even a title shot. So things can happen real quick in the heavyweight division with a good result, and people can quickly forget how badly Derrick Lewis has looked in title fights if he looks impressive today. And if it goes the other way, then Sergei Pavlovich can really look good by putting away a name fighter in impressive fashion. That being said, I think Derrick Lewis is still a notch ahead. There are levels to this thing, especially at heavyweight. And I think that Derrick Lewis will find a way to be the better man in the fight. And he'll probably win by knockout or something. And I'm sure something outrageous will happen, with Derrick Lewis winning. Because that's usually what happens after, my balls were hot. Okay. Next, going on to Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France. Moreno's an exciting fighter. I think this is for a vacant title. I think this is, or for an interim title. I'm not prepared today. Not enough time. But anyways, Moreno did have a title, and then he lost the fight afterwards. He was the first Mexican champion in the UFC. So, actually, that's not true because Tito wasn't Mexican born. Let's not get into this stuff right now. He did have a title, and then he lost it pretty much immediately after. Moreno has a very bright upside, and he can be an exciting fighter, and I think he has a pretty good skill set. And I think in this fight against Kai Kara France, I think, he's going to have the better skill set. And I don't know if he's going to be able to have an impressive, flashy finish. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. But I think in the end, Brandon Moreno will probably win this fight by a decision. I think that's how this fight's going to go. So I'll pick him to win. Oh, crap. And I didn't place my bet. So Derrick Lewis, I am betting. I bet a dried Leviathan on Derrick Lewis winning the fight. For the Brandon Moreno fight, I will bet. I'll bet another 2 spoonfuls. Yeah, 2 spoonfuls of the 2 division champs hot sauce. I'm thinking about that because you know what? I have to be honest with you guys. Up front, it may not be as bad as doing a death shot, but it's actually worse than death shots, that stuff, because 2 spoonfuls of that, that was in me till it came out of me, if you know what I mean. I felt that warmth come from here and slowly move through my body for the next 12 to 24 hours. And that was much more uncomfortable than what a death shot does to you in the first 15 minutes. Because once it's over, once those 15 minutes go by, it's over. But this 2 division champ sauce, it's pungent, it's strong stuff. It's very strong. I was borderline cramping that night, and the next day, a lot of hot stuff came out, if you know what I'm saying. So don't think I'm taking the easy way out when I'm betting that. It's actually worse in the long run. That's what I decided the last time I did this. But whatever, I'll do it for you guys. So I'll bet 2 spoonfuls of 2 division champs hot sauce on Brandon Moreno winning the fight. And then the main event of the night is going to be the main pick of the Super Saturday selection here. We've got Julianna Pena, who is now the champion, versus Amanda Nunes, who she took the championship from last fight in a shocking manner. There was something about that fight where I don't know. Going into that fight, it felt like Amanda Nunes could lose that fight. It was her level of cockiness and confidence. It just wasn't the same as usual. There was just something off. And sometimes, I don't know. There was just that smell in the air of something's going to happen. And it did. It was just, it was one of those fights where the champ was completely outclassed and everybody was surprised and blah, 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 blah. And, she had excuses. She was full of excuses. It was really quite uncomfortable to watch, because when people have excuses, it's usually not a good thing. It's usually like what Conor McGregor does, when he loses and then he has 75 excuses as to why he lost and he really didn't lose. And she had a lot of excuses. And it happened right after a training fight camp, changing fight camps. So, it's a weird cocktail of things that happened with her. That being said, a lot of time has gone by now. She's now been with this fight camp for 2 camps, and she seems motivated by losing the championship to get it back. And I don't think it's just talk motivation. I think she seems motivated. Like, sometimes the champ loses because they were just, they didn't have that fire in their butt that they should have had, like they used to have. And I think that's what happened to her. And I think that she realizes that, and I think the fire's back. I think you can see that she's for real. And I think this might be a quick, fierce beatdown tonight. So that's what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to bet a quarter dropper of the peppermint death shots on Amanda Nunes winning her title back tonight. Because I think that's what's going to happen, because I'm the champ. But if you guys disagree with me, please tell me your picks in the comments. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to talk about. It's now 5:10. I got to get this edited, and I got to get it posted, so we got to stop talking. So I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. I want to thank all the new subscribers that have joined the last couple of months. That's wonderful. Please keep doing it. Please keep hitting that like button. And please, I need more comments. Leave comments. Get me in the algorithms. Help this channel grow. And please tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the premiere of my next abandoned video. And we'll watch it together. That's what we're going to do every Sunday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out last week's video, which is an abandoned video from an amazing Victorian house, actually, I should say. Check it out. And check out this random video here. We'll see you tomorrow night when we go on an abandoned tour together. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see what happens with the punishment next week.